Welcome, truth seekers, to an exploration of history's most chilling Friday, the 13th events. This date, shrouded in superstition and mystery, has been the backdrop for some of the most infamous incidents in history. Buckle up for a journey through time as we uncover the dark tales surrounding the events of Friday the 13th. Our journey begins on the early morning of October the 13th, 1307, when King Philip IV of France ordered the arrest of hundreds of Knights Templar. The Knights Templar amassed great wealth during the time of the Crusades through donations of land, property, money and other business from wealthy families that were eager to assist with the fight against the Muslims in the Holy Land. Throughout the years, the Knights Templar evolved from a military order into Europe's first transnational bankers. King Philip IV was heavily indebted to the Order of the Knights Templar due to his borrowing of money to finance wars against England, to reclaim English-held territories in France, specifically the Duchy of Gascony, to avoid repayment of the debts owed to the Templars, and to acquire more money. Philip orchestrated the arrest and confiscation of all properties owned by the Templars in France. These warrior monks were accused of heresy, blasphemy, idolatry and conducting obscene rituals. Many were tortured and executed, while Knights Templar Grand Master Jacques de Molay was burned at the stake. This event marked the downfall of the once powerful order, and sparked countless legends about their hidden treasures and curses.
Fast forward to August 13, 1521, when the mighty Aztec Empire fell to the Spanish conquistadors led by Hernán Cortés. After a brutal siege of Tenochtitlan, the city succumbed to disease and warfare, marking the end of a great civilization and the beginning of Spanish colonial rule in Central America. On November 13, 1829, Sam Patch, known as the Yankee Leaper, the Daring Yankee, and as the Jersey Jumper, met his untimely death. Famous for his daring waterfall jumps, which include the 80-foot jump from the Great Falls of the Passaic River in New Jersey on September 30, 1827. On October 7, 1829, he became the first man to survive a leap from the Niagara Falls from a height of 80 feet. On October 17, 1829, he made a second jump on Niagara Falls from a greater height of 120 feet. Patch attempted a leap of 125 feet from the Genesee Falls in Rochester, New York on November 13, 1829, Friday the 13th. Tragically, this jump would be his last, as he never resurfaced, leaving behind a legacy of thrill-seeking and daring feats. His frozen body was found 4 months later at the mouth of the Genesee River, 7 miles from where he took his final leap. January 13, 1939, witnessed one of Australia's most devastating natural disasters, the Black Friday bushfires. With nearly 5 million acres burned, 71 people dead, 1,300 buildings burned and thousands left homeless, this catastrophe remains etched in Australian history. It serves as a grim reminder of nature's fury when conditions align against us. September 13, 1940. United Kingdom. During the height of the Second World War and Nazi Germany's bombing campaign against Great Britain, the German Luftwaffe bombed Buckingham Palace. Though the royal family was unhurt, the attack was a symbolic blow to British morale. It highlighted the constant danger faced by civilians during the Blitz, as London endured relentless aerial assaults. July 13, 1951, the Great Flood wreaked havoc across Kansas and Missouri, submerging towns and destroying over 2 million acres of agricultural land. With 28 people dead and over 500,000 displaced, 45,000 homes were damaged or destroyed, causing over $935 million in damage. The flood stands as one of the region's worst natural disasters, reshaping communities and landscapes alike. On March 13, 1964, the murder of Kitty Genovese shocked New York City and the nation. Attacked outside her apartment in Queens, New York, reports claimed that numerous witnesses failed to intervene, sparking discussions on the bystander effect. Her murder was further made popular through sensationalized media coverage. This tragedy influenced social psychology and urban policies for years to come. The Bola cyclone of November 13, 1970, devastated East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, claiming an estimated 300,000 to 500,000 lives. As the deadliest tropical cyclone on record, this catastrophe highlighted the region's vulnerability to natural disasters and the urgent need for disaster preparedness and response. On October 13, 1972. One of the most infamous airplane crashes in history occurred in the Andes Mountains in Argentina. This is known as the crash of Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571. This event was the basis for the 1993 movie titled, Alive, starring Ethan Hawke, which grossed $82.5 million on the box office. The flight was carrying 45 passengers and crew, including 19 members of the Uruguayan amateur rugby team called Old Christians Club. Flight 571 departed from Carrasco International Airport on October 12 but was forced to land and stay overnight in Mendoza, Argentina due to deteriorating weather. On the next day at around 2:18 in the afternoon the flight took off heading for Santiago, Chile. During the journey the aircraft hit a mountain causing it to lose its right wing followed by its left wing before crashing into a remote valley in Argentina near the border of Chile. The passengers endured 72 days of extreme, life-threatening conditions including sub-zero temperatures, dehydration, altitude sickness, limited food supplies, and infections from injuries sustained during the crash. Out of the 45 people only 16 survived the crash of Uruguayan Air Force Flight 571. Also on October 13, 1972. Aeroflot Flight 217 tragically crashed in a forest near Moscow Sheremetyevo Airport killing 174 people. The cause of the accident is still undetermined, but investigators theorized that it was possibly due to pilot incapacitation, technical failure, or because of environmental factors. September 7, 1996. After watching the boxing match between Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, the 25-year-old rapper Tupac Shakur was shot 4 times inside a black BMW at East Flamingo Road and Koval Lane. He was brought to University Medical Center of Southern Nevada for emergency treatment, but he eventually died of his wounds 6 days later on September 13, 1996. Friday the 13th. January 13, 2012, saw the luxury Italian cruise liner Costa Concordia run aground off Italy's coast. On board the ship were 1,023 crew members and 3,206 passengers. The tragedy claimed 32 lives and led to the captain's conviction and imprisonment for the crime of manslaughter. This disaster serves as a stark reminder of the potential dangers that even the most seemingly safe endeavors can hold. November 13, 2015. The Paris terror attacks. A series of coordinated ISIS attacks in Paris shocked the world, leaving 130 dead and hundreds injured. These atrocities underscored the global threat of terrorism and prompted international efforts to combat extremist violence. On March 13, 2020, amidst the increasing number of COVID-19 cases and deaths around the world and in the United States of America, President Donald Trump declared a national emergency to aid in handling and containing the outbreak of the coronavirus across the United States. As the virus spread, it transformed everyday life, impacting health systems, economies, and societies worldwide. Friday the 13th. May seem like just another date, but history reveals how it can become a day of unexpected and sometimes tragic events. Whether you're superstitious or not, these stories remind us of life's unpredictability. Thanks for joining us on this eerie journey through time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own Friday the 13th stories in the comments below. Stay curious and stay safe.